A second place finish and a third place finish for the men and the women respectively at the GLIAC Championships. Kind of give us, I mean, where you at and how you feeling about those pretty strong showings at the league there?
Yeah, I actually was really happy with the men. They to pull out second place. They did a really good job. Kind of helped. Our freshman diver got GLIAC Male Diver of the Year, which was huge. He just dove out of his mind, and excited to see what he does in nationals in a couple weeks. So. But we also had some great senior leadership. Roberto Camara won the 100 breaststroke. I don't know how he did it. He was fifth on the last wall. And even on the finish, I thought he got third. And I can't believe he won it. So that was exciting. And the time was good. It puts him 13th in the nation. So that's exciting as well. And then, yeah, our women, we just, Wayne State had a little stronger distance setup than I was anticipating. But a third place finish, there's nothing to be shameful about that at all. Our conference is one of the fastest in the country, so it's pretty good. We had really great senior leadership. Michaela Nelson winning the 50 free the first night, followed by senior Jenna Yeager winning 200 IM. And Jenna, I think, is about 14th in the country right now in the 200 IM. And she just had an amazing weekend. And she will qualify probably for 4 events at NCAA's, which is the most she's ever had. So as a senior coming through doing that, and she's in the nursing program, so she's on her feet all the time, and she does clinicals where she gets done at 3:30 a.m. And I just hope I see her at practice, and we'll see what happens. But so for her to do all that was really, really incredible. And then we had, our freshmen just had huge time drops, so I think that's really good for the future.
Well, Coach, you mentioned a couple names there, like Michaela and Jenna Roberto, some of your seniors who ended as champions, winners of their respective races. When your veteran leaders and your upperclassmen perform like that, how does that kind of set the tone for the whole rest of the team in a big team meet, and a big important team meet like that?
Oh, it's just a huge contribution to the energy. I mean, I think it's kind of one of those, you see somebody doing well, and it just kind of makes everybody else breathe a sigh of relief, like it's going to be okay. We're all going to do well. So it makes a big difference for sure.
You see a lot of the athletes, at least in this situation, which is a great thing, see their times that previously, may have thought this is all they got, and then they get on the stage in an event like this, and they continue to knock off at these times and go up in these points, even if it's just by a little bit, like showing that there's a little bit more to that ceiling. What do you attribute that to, if they would be able to go out and do that on what is probably a much larger stage?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is the atmosphere. When you get to the conference championships, I mean, it's loud. Our whole side of the thing had green and gold pom-poms, and there's glitter everywhere. And it's a whole different level of energy, and especially at finals. And the whole place erupted, especially one of my favorite races, the women's 200 back, where we got first, second, third, and fourth. So that was like, never had a 4-place sweep before, ever. And I think the top 3 are in good position to qualify for NCAA's in that event. And especially to have a sophomore come up and win that event, which was, I mean, she was third until the last 5 feet, and then she just touched him out. And you're excited for her, but she just touched out my other 2 people, so you're bummed for them, and so that's a little bit of an emotional roller coaster, but excited for all of them, just to do so well. But after you watch that, I think it helps our men's 200 backstrokers get up and go, because they have all that energy too. So I think it's really important to set the tone.
I wanted to circle back. You had mentioned, obviously, Toby Styles wins Men's Diver of the Year. That's awesome. So
he was incredible.
Talk about him and the season he put together.
Yeah, and he had gotten several Diver of the Year, GLIAC Diver of the Year awards, and he just put together, he just comes in with a great work ethic, ready to go every day. And him and Chris are always watching video, Coach Chris, our diving coach, and he just really is methodical, taking it apart, and watching him dive is just so fun. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned Coach Chris there.
Yeah.
And you look at this season kind of as a whole, and it's not hard to connect the dots. You zoom out a little bit, you go, okay, so we added a diving coach in the off season, and then at the end of the very next season, one of our divers wins Men's Diver of the Year.
We are incredibly lucky to have Coach Chris Kelly. He so happy he's with us. He just does an incredible job, always working out ways to get them better, and making the whole team better, and it definitely helps me with little things as well. So that it makes a huge difference to have someone they trust, and because I don't know a ton about diving, and they get up there and they do some dangerous things, throwing their body in crazy positions and, smacking on the water. It takes a lot to get up and know I might smack and this is going to hurt and I just got to get up and do it again. So it takes a lot of guts to do that for sure. And, to call out our junior, Logan Boynton, who actually, it's a crazy story, he was swimming for us. But he said in high school he dove a little bit, and this year we only had one male diver. So we said, well, what if you did a little bit of both? And he ended up getting 10th on 3 meter, which again is huge part, I think, due to Coach Chris Kelly. And he got 12th on 1 meter, which, he played football in high school. He looks like a football player. He does not look like a diver. And for him to get up and do stuff like that, it was really incredible. Yeah.
So like you said, a number of Wildcats have qualified for nationals, some at this meet, of course.
I think the selection, I will have to say the selections come out tomorrow, but they're in good spots. Yeah.
So how do you prepare to raise the stakes even more? Where does the team go from here?
Yeah, well, we got home on Sunday, so the last couple of days we've just been kind of swimming off the meet and being aerobic, and starting tomorrow we'll start thinking about being powerful and fast again. So a lot of details in that.